What is up, everybody? I know it's been a minute since we've uploaded any videos to the channel. I get it. We've been busy. We actually just a couple weeks ago did our first vendor table at a convention. That's what this video is going to be about. It's at Ohio Swap Meet. We're going to get into it. There's not a lot of filming because, again, it was super busy. It was my first convention I had a table at, so there's not a lot of footage, but I'm going to give you the best I can, and we're going to do a couple voiceovers and get to it. As you guys could see in the last clip, before we even got to the convention, I had all the shoes out. We had them all labeled. This time I did little sticky notes on the bottom, as you can maybe see on that last shoe that just got put up. This wasn't super awesome or super great. My sister doesn't know a lot about sneakers, and she came with me, and she never knew what shoe was what. So this last convention that I went to recently, we actually did little small labels that I could get on my dad's printer to be able to put the shoe name and how much it costs, the shoe size and everything, which helped a lot with my sister helping me, and it just made things a lot smoother, a lot easier for everybody else who was looking at the shoes. As you can see, once we got there, we put all the boxes on the wagon that I had. It took a couple trips because we had a lot of shoes, and then once we got here, as you can see, I started putting all the shoes out. We took them all out of the boxes. The duplicate pairs I had, like the Jordan 3 Reimagined, these Seafoams, and those Dunk Low Oregons, we put in the back so we could stack the boxes on top of each other. That way people knew I had multiple sizes of those, and I didn't have to display that shoe multiple times on the table. The Seafoams are actually one of my favorite shoes this year, but that's personal information there. Once we got there, we unloaded all the shoes. This is going to take quite a while, to be honest. My sister, this was her first time as well, obviously, so she wasn't a ton of help in setting up the shoes, so I mainly did everything. After we had everything set up, she did help kind of organize the shoes by size, and so they were more neater on the stands. We did have to take out the boxes and kind of use them like risers. They do make like cardboard risers that you can use for conventions to put your shoes on. I just don't think that I'm at the point where I need to be spending money on that currently. We do have a lot of shoes, and it probably would be quicker to do that. I'm just not quite there yet. Maybe in a couple months or so we'll invest into those. But right now we just use the shoe boxes. They work perfectly fine. We're about through most of the shoes now. We had a couple heaters here, like the Mochas and the Jordan 4 UNC that we put at the top, just so we can keep an eye on those. They are closer to me then. They are a little bit more expensive as well, so out of all the shoes I would choose to be stolen, those would be on the bottom of the list. Once we got done putting them all out, though, I did organize these shoes by size. So here you can see I'm just checking the bottoms to figure out what sizes are what, so I can get them kind of in an order. I think this is easier when you go to a table. Sometimes you're looking for specific sizes because you're buying for somebody, and sometimes it's just easier to shop that way as well. So if you are, you own a reselling business, you need to restock in certain sizes, you know exactly where they are on the table, which makes it a little bit easier for everybody. So that's just what we did once we got all the boxes out. We did have quite the variety, and it barely fit on this table. It was a tight fit. So the next convention that we just went to recently, I got 2 tables, which was a lot better. But for the first time, being able to fill up a table like this was pretty awesome. We had a lot of people come in the beginning and buy. It was super cool. Here's a little footage from inside the convention. It was in a high school gym, which was a little weird and a little tight, but it was all right. We made it work. I didn't end up buying anything at this convention, at least not from tables. I did buy from people who came in with pairs, but I did look around a little bit for some personal shopping. I just didn't find anything that was what I was looking for, unfortunately. It was a smaller convention, but it did do very well for me vending wise, so I'm not upset about it. But we'll just let you go through this clip and see all the shopping we did. What, 380?
That's the ice cream. 340?
I can't. These are consigned. These aren't even mine. They're consigned.
Are they?
Yeah. If you shoot an offer, I can ask him. So what did you say?
340?
Okay, so I am going to interject here before we get to the end of the video. I was out looking at pairs when this guy came up and asked my sister if 340 would work. I thought that kind of seemed low, so I went to go check market, and it's way below market. So I ended up talking to him. He changed his mind on the offer. He came back, he bought him. But this guy just was a problem with us, man. So he was giving us low ball after low ball, and then he comes up, he says he's gonna take it. And then when he comes back to pay me, he's like, "Oh, these look like they might have been worn." I'm like, "There's no way these shoes have been worn. Like this doesn't even fit my consigner. Like he wears like a size 14 and those were like a size 12 or something dumb." But it doesn't even matter. He gave us some money. It was just like, goodness, man, I'm not forcing you to take these shoes. Buy them if you want. Don't buy them. Don't bother me. But it was just like, goodness, why are you arguing with me? But it was a good convention overall. He bought the shoes. It was good. But here's me scrolling through the prices like, what the hell? But this is the end of the video, guys. I appreciate y'all joining, and I will see you in the next one.